Hello, welcome back here. In the last lecture, we have been setting up the provider which has been injected by MetaMask. In this lecture, we'll continue in similar functionality. We'll be using our Web3 API we have been also setting up in the last lecture. We'll use Web3 and we'll call here function getAccounts, which will get me all of the accounts. Okay, so let's start. And first of all, what we can do first, we can try to debug this functionality because you can debug here everything to see what you are getting. Let's write here debugger. All right, let's save it. Let's go to your browser. Let's open development tools, right click inspect, and I'll click here. I don't need to click here anything. I just need to refresh my browser and I will get into my code. And I can just simply step over next function call. I can go one line after another. I can see what I'm getting. So I'm setting a provider to null provider. Then I'm checking if I have window Ethereum. Of course, I have it. So I will set here provider is set up. Then I will call here provider enable, which will call this pop-up of MetaMask and will enable it. Will ask us for password, and then we'll set a state of Web3 API with a new Web3 provider. This will re-execute our component, and we will get here a new Web3 API Web3. Okay, and that's basically it. Okay, we can get back and we can continue the functionality to get accounts. All right, so we can remove this console. Now we know we have definitely Web3. So let's write another use effect function. And in this one, we would like to get accounts. Let's write our dependency array as previously. And let's use here a function. Let's create here a function get accounts. This function will be responsible to call get accounts. And down here, we can call it get accounts. This will be asynchronous function because we'll be using here some, we'll be working with the promises, so with some asynchronous behavior, and we want to synchronize it. Okay, so now we can get the accounts. We can write here const accounts. We can call here our new Web3 API. So first await Web3 API, Web3. We can use here now ETH. You will have here in the context ETH, and you can call here a function get accounts. Simple as that. This will get you array of accounts, but you want to extract from here only single account. And what we can also do, we can store it into the state of the component. So let's create here a new state up here under Web3 API. I will create here a new const. In the square brackets, I'll write here account, and here set account, and write here use state of null. So the default will be null. It should be singular account, just an account. Now down here, when we will retrieve the account, I'll just simply call here set account accounts, and as I told you, it's an array, and I want to get here active account will be at the index of 0. Accounts 0. This will set me account to the state, and I can work with it. One more thing here, I would like to call here this function only when the Web3 API will be initialized. I need to watch here for the changes in Web3 state. So first will be undefined, and then we will set it up so it will be some object will be in Web3. We can listen to these changes when in a dependency array you will provide Web3 API Web3. Now this use effect function will be re-executed every time Web3 will be reassigned. So first from undefined, you will here first it's undefined, but when you will load your provider, you will call here set Web3 API, then it will be initialized, and also use effect will be initialized. Therefore will be also your use effect will be called when you will have Web3 in a context. Okay, so also we want to call get accounts only when we have a Web3 API, because remember initially it will be undefined. So I'll write here such a statement: Web3 API Web3 and get accounts. This means the get accounts will be executed only and only when you have a Web3 initialized. Only okay. So if you have some object in a Web3 and you don't have here undefined, only then get accounts will be executed. Of course, you can also write here if statement and check if you have a Web3 API Web3 on it, then call get accounts. But in this case, very simple one-liner, just check Web3 and then call get accounts. And actually we are getting here only single account, so let's call it get account and get account here. And then we can display account. Let's display it, let's say where we'll display it in a faucet here, just for now. Later we'll create it nicer, but let's write here span. In a span, I'll write a strong. Let's write here, let's say account, column, space, and under the span, let's write it, let's say h1. All right, in a h1, let's write a curly brackets, and let's check if you have an account, space, question mark, then display account. If you don't have account, let's write not connected. Okay, so like this. display here account and also the account number. So your account address only when you have account. When you don't have account, display here not connected. So ternary operator. All right, so that's gonna be it. Let's save it, guys. Let's go back to our browsers. Let's see it. Okay, so let's refresh. Cannot read property get accounts of undefined. Okay, so we cannot call web or get accounts for some reason. Okay, maybe I called the function wrong. Let me see the code. Okay, oh, for some reason I have here Ethereum. This should be ETH only. ETH, just like this. Web3 ETH get accounts. Okay, one more try. Okay, let's refresh and you can see your account is loaded. Okay, perfect. Then I will change the account. So I'll go to MetaMask and let's change here for account 5, let's say. Account 2. We don't have account 5. Account 2. Okay, I will refresh and you can see there is a different account number. When I will disconnect, so we'll go here. I will click here on the lock. All right, I will refresh. I'll be prompt to provide my account, but when I will cancel it, you can see account not connected. So now I need to go here. I need to connect my wallet, and you can see I have here account. Perfect. My connected account number from a MetaMask. Okay, and I want to show you what you're getting here. So already debugger under accounts, what we are getting here. And debugger, let's go back to browser. Let's open it, refresh, and you should see here accounts. You can see array of the accounts. All right, so not the single account, but array of the accounts, and you need to extract your account, current active account at the index of 0. So that's basically it. Why we need to do it? Why we need to get here accounts at the index of 0. So guys, very simple functionality. We are calling get account only when we have a Web3 API Web3 loaded. Then we're calling get account. Here is a condition. We will call a function get account from ETH API. This will get me accounts. I will set it to the state with the set account function. With the first item from the account, it will set a state, re-execute a component, and here I will get a new account number. And that's basically it. Any questions? Ask them. Let's save everything and let's continue in the next one. Cheers.